I mean, if you come to our city to buy a piece of property, I think you should have so much time to bring it up to code. You should have to sign a paper. Yes, I'm not gonna rent just to anybody just to rent it. I'm not gonna fix anything. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm from Buffalo, I'm from New York City, wherever, I'm from Canada. I just want my money for the house. It's an investment. Well, if you have an investment, take care of your investment. You buy a car, you take care of it, so it's worth money. Well, I think you should be responsible for your property. And I think everybody should get treated the same. I don't think that when you fix up your house during campaigning, I went into a few houses that people invited me into their houses, and their houses from the outside, I honestly didn't want to go in a couple of them. And I walked in this one house, I walked in a few, but I walked in this one house and the house was absolutely gorgeous. I wish my house was like that inside. And I told the people, I said, you have a beautiful house. He says, yeah, but we can't fix up the outside. Well, the building inspectors in the assessor's office, the building inspectors are going to get on them to fix up their house. The lady told me they already know that. That's what they're waiting for. They can't fix up the outside because they're going to get reassessed, their taxes are going to go up. You shouldn't punish somebody for fixing up their house. We want them to fix it up. Don't punish them for it. I mean, if somebody fixes up their house, first thing they do, you have to get a building permit. Well, the consensus that I've got from a lot of people is the building permit is only for one reason. It's to make money for the city. You have to pay for the building permit, and then of course they're going to come and check on it, and when they check on it, they're going to see you fixed it up. Wow, and your assessment goes up. If somebody comes in for a building permit, they own their house in the city, they're fixing it up, couldn't we give them a break on the assessment for a year or two as a reward for fixing up their house? I talked to another lady that she was only living in her house, this is a Grand Street lady, only living in her house until they take it. She's absolutely not paying nothing. And she told me right now, she said, the house needs too many repairs. I can't afford to fix up my house, pay the taxes, pay the water bill. She said, I can't afford it all. I'm a single person, I can't afford it. I talked to another lady that, this is the one, when I started, I don't want to say getting disgusted, but a little bit depressed at all the negative stuff. I thought to myself, is this really worth it? And I talked to a Green Street lady that was 82 years old. And I asked her, I explained to her who I was, and I said, would you mind signing my petition so I could run for mayor? Absolutely not. And she looked at my card, and she says, let me tell you something, son. She said, I'm 82 years old. I retired from Harrison's. She says, back then it was called Harrison's. I retired from Harrison's in 1974. And she said, we didn't get what they get now. She said, between the taxes and my water bill, and she says, and it's high for two people here. She said, between my taxes and water bill, she says, now I have to worry about heat in the winter. She said, if I didn't have my granddaughter living here, I would lose my house. Well, that bothered me because I'm thinking to myself, here's a lady that worked over 30 years in a factory. She's all alone. She couldn't afford her house if her granddaughter wasn't living with her. I don't think a person, and it's twice as hard for a lady to work in a factory. That's my opinion. I don't think somebody that works 30 years in a factory should retire and have to worry about if they can pay their bills and buy their medicine and buy their food. We have to do something to help these people. And you can't punish somebody for fixing up their house. And to me, that's kind of what it's like. My nephew bought a house on Pine Street and fixed it up and has had absolutely nothing but problems with the building inspection office. He's got a 2-apartment house, just got married, had a new baby. Matter of fact, she's #1 for the calendar. But they had a baby, they fixed up their house, a little patch by the driveway. There was blacktop there. They put in a gorgeous concrete driveway. The house is sided, new windows, new carpet. The entire house has been redone. They've done nothing but give him a hard time. They said he couldn't put cement where the blacktop was. He had to patch over the blacktop. He said the blacktop is bad, it looks terrible. They would not let him do it. He's already looking for summer. He's moving out of the city. His parents live out in the gardens. His father owns a business on Slate and Settlement, and he'll be looking this winter. He said, I'm not staying here. That's bad. We can't do that to people. We can't do it. There's a nice young family who just had a baby. He's got a beautiful house, starting out, put a lot of money into the house just since he's got it. Hard worker, and he's having a hard time over one. I mean, I think we should work with the people, not against them.
Okay. Okay. That's all right. You have a question, Karen? Or,
Well, Tim, early on, you referred to the first meeting, public meeting that you had, and out of that meeting, I think the biggest shocker for most folks was charges of corruption in the police department that you had just retired from. What has come of that, both with the district attorney and with the people that you hope to represent in the mayor's office?
Well, you want me to start off with the people?
Okay.
I had phone calls, my phone rang off the hook the next day. And people saying it was great that somebody finally came forward. They don't like what's going on, everybody knows what's going on, it's been going on for years, it's great that I came forward. Like I said, I wish the whole thing that I said that night would have got put in the paper. Because, am I denying I said that? Absolutely not. Will I say that today, tomorrow, next week, next year? I will say that till the day I die. I worked there 25 years. We have some dishonest and corrupt policemen, and I'll tell you that right now. But we also have a lot of hard-working, honest, dedicated policemen. We have policemen down there that, in my opinion, and with some of the stuff they've done, if you left $1 there, they'd take it. And we also have policemen there that would come in and work for free. We have policemen that are fantastic with people, and we have policemen that it's almost like they're doing the people a favor by answering their call. As far as the DA's office, I had a meeting with the DA before they investigated it, and I had a nice long conversation with him after. And he said, well, we looked into the one person, and we did find out there were recordings, and I heard them, and we did get to read the statement, and we talked to the people, and they decided they didn't want to do anything, or there wasn't criminal charges.